How's my hair? I keep feeling like I need to quit talking about that guy. Nah, I won't go so far as to say that. I don't put that much thought into it. But every time I think about it, I'm like, why do I even want to fucking talk about that guy anymore? I mean, the truth is, isn't it? If we just stop talking about him, we could accept that it's over and the people wouldn't hear anything anymore and he would just drift off into the distance. You gotta know, given enough time, people are gonna come back into a way of thinking that says, that was just ludicrous, that wasn't doing me any good at all. I almost ended up in jail. Fortunately, they didn't see me stomping my wife's head into the pavement and acting like everybody trampled her. Never liked her anyway. I keep saying I'm gonna stop talking about it. But the more I see about that guy, you just can't. It's so funny. But the more you see about him, the more you wonder about him. And I've been talking about this. Is he a moron or a genius? And there's a fucking tight bond that if you weren't just such a fucking idiot, let's place moron between idiot and genius. Genius, somebody who comes up with something. I guess being genius means you can destroy the world too. A way for it without anybody noticing. However, let's take an idiot and a genius and throw the moron in between them. He's that closely bound to both ends that have intellect that he could possibly make something work that was good. This is, oh boy, don't get me wrong, talking about possibilities, but the fucking morons right in between them going, blocking out all the fucking valid information. The reality of things, that's valid information, the reality of things. People think he's great because he talks like me. Well, I have to say, if you talk like him, I think your children should be taken away. Because that means you are unsound. You're going to be the guy from Goofy Ridge biting a chunk out of your kid's forearm. I bet you. I would like to see the election results from Goofy Ridge. Don't forget Schwarzenegger Freeman 2024. They're coming, baby. And if you can put an immigrant woman in the White House, then you can put an immigrant man in the White House. Arnold, they keep wanting to change all the rules. It's time we make it okay for a person from a country other than our own that has passed citizenship and all that stuff and possibly some waterboarding just to be sure. And he should be able to be president of the United States. I don't care. There's too much fucked up shit going on that Arnold can't be president because he wasn't born here. Oh my good golly. So people say, he talks like us, and then they just repeat the same old bullshit. Yeah, the same way you talk sitting on the porch looking at the weather. Fucking, the story only changes 3 times a year. You keep talking the same way, you're going to get Alzheimer's. And you're going to be able to relate to other people with Alzheimer's. They should put those people in a room together and see what they come up with. Maybe they could write Shakespeare. But the more I look at him, and everybody thinks he's so brazen and cool and tough, and he's not taking guff off of nobody. He's just too stupid to know that he needs to take some guff. It's his job. And you realize as you're watching these things, that guy, it's not him being tough. All these things he's saying, why don't you like me? Look really deep into the runes that they've thrown under his eyes and say, what do I see? Why don't they like me? Why don't they like me? Why don't they like me? Maybe you should talk to his friend Howard Stern. Howard found out that he was much better off with some therapy